Hey. I know we're starting very slow, but that's okay. It's pretty normal for people to trickle in. Um, so welcome to our info session, and we are going to show you and talk to you about a few things about ISS Language and Career College of BC. And I have with me one of our program assistants, Francisco, and our consultant, Happy here. And my name is Arena. I'm the senior manager at ISS, Language and Career College of BC. And we will start with a quick introduction of who we are, and then we're going to talk a little bit about our programs. Happy, you can take over. Thank you.
Okay, can you hear me okay? All right. Hi, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us for the info session 2024 for the LCC. And we're very much excited to share with you about the opportunity on how you can study and work in Canada without breaking the bank. So if you don't mind me sharing, asking which city are you joining us from? Would you mind using the chat? And if at any time in the presentation you have questions or any concerns, feel free to use the chat to ask your question, and we'll be happy to answer them in the end. But in the meantime, just curious, which city are you joining us from? Okay, let's see. Okay, so from Ghana, that's awesome. Okay, thank you so much, Prince, for your time. And yeah, we hope to make it useful and valuable for you, the details that we'll be sharing. And we'll go dive right into the college information. So LCC is actually or stands for the Language and Career College of BC. So this is taken outside of our school. And today you'll learn more about the history, details about the college and why it is a good college of choice for you in studying in Canada. We'll share some of the accreditations and designations that we have and what are the courses that you could take from LCC. And why is this? I mean, you can basically get the gauge of how this is fitting for you. And in the end, we'll share about the virtual college tour. And if you have questions or any concerns, we'll go through some of the frequently asked questions. And feel free to add some more questions if you have any. And then in the end, we are hoping that you'll gauge why LCC is an excellent choice for college to go to in Canada. All right. So just so you are assured that LCC is not one of the fly-by-night institutions. So we've been in the industry for 30 years, and we're actually here to help students achieve goals through giving high-quality programs at the reasonable prices. So yeah, just to give you a little bit more background why we are into giving affordable and high quality education, that is because LCC is part of a nonprofit organization, that is the ISS Language and Career College of BC, being part of the ISS of BC. And the goal of the nonprofit organization is basically to help immigrants like us to have the access to quality and affordable education. So that is one of the awesome things that I also learned about the LCC as well. And is affordability only matters, or do we also need to know about the quality of the education that we will be receiving? So definitely yes, when you are shopping for schools, definitely one of the things that you need to know about is the accreditation that the school has. And LCC is very proud to let you know that we have a designated um, accreditation from the private training institutions branch of the Ministry of Advanced Education. So that is just one of the designations that we have. And, getting this designation means that the school is good. And this is not just us saying this, it's more of the government, saying this for us. So that's how we got the designation. And also, we are proud to have received the Education Quality Assurance which is the EQA. So this means that the programs that we are running in school are quality. So that's why you can be assured that this is our high quality programs that we have. And yeah, again, this is not just us saying this. It's more like the government of BC or the federal giving us this designation. Feel free to take a screenshot of the BLI or the designated learning institution license that we are showing on the screen right now. So you could take a look at it later on so that you know that you are definitely heading into a school that has these designations that are from the government. We also offer like the ESL and TESOL program, and these are accredited languages, accredited by the Languages of Canada. And our TESOL program is actually recognized by the TESOL Canada. So that's one of the main things that we are very much proud about LCC. So every year, we have about 2,000 enrollees. And I just want to highlight that the mission of the school is to basically provide exceptional educational services. So this means that we value high quality education, and we wanted to, share an equitable this to the society. We believe in the integrated and equitable society. And I just heard Arena say that, the affordable quality education doesn't have to break the bank. So that is really good. Doesn't need to cost an arm and leg. So, and if you're hearing LCC for the first time, Prince, I'm happy to have you here today. But you're probably not the only one who have heard about LCC for the first time. That is because LCC doesn't do like a large advertising, because we wanted to keep the affordability of the school tuition that we have, so that we can cater to more people who need quality education without breaking the bank, right? So we pretty much for the last 30 years that LCC has been in the business, we are relying, or we have relied on the word of mouth. That means that most of our students who are very happy with the program are doing the advertising for us. So if you have experienced something good, like any food or quality customer service, you're probably are very eager to share that with your family or friends. And that is what's happening for LCC as well. So most of the students that we have are very happy with the education that they have received, the quality of training that they have received from us, and they're doing the advertising for us. They are most of the students that we currently have are sons and daughters of the previous people who has been with the LCC. So I think that's a good thing to note about LCC as well. And I'm happy to say that I'm actually part of the student body of LCC, because this is one of the programs that we have, and it's an 8-week TESOL diploma program. TESOL means that teaching English to speakers of other language. So if you are inclined into teaching, English to second language, this might be a program for you. So you can earn a teaching diploma from an accreditation of TESOL Canada. So this will help you get your teaching jobs in public or private language schools and institute. And should you be qualified to take the practicum later on and complete that, then you could definitely get a TESOL Canada Level 1 certificate, which is standards on top of the diploma that you have. And just to highlight the programs that we currently have for the TESOL. So here you could be able to learn the core components of the English, or how to teach the English to adult students. It's teaching us students also to learn about the different styles and methods and other affecting factors that could impact the learning of an adult, which is great to know about if you're teaching, language to an adult student. And the TESOL diploma program that we have is actually teaching the importance of the student-centered teaching, which is very important. And here you could also learn about the techniques that you could use into mastering the classroom management. And finally, and not the least, would be this will teach you how you can effectively have a lesson plan for any single or multi-level classes. So if you think that teaching is something that you wanted to explore, then maybe this is a program for you. And as I've mentioned, this comes with a practicum with the premise that you have received a minimum of 85% grades in each of the 5 courses that is included in the TESOL program. And this will run about 8 to 12 weeks. You just need to complete 10 to 20 hours of observation, like seeing all other classes teaching the ESL. And then after that, you can do your 10 hours of practice teaching in an ESL classroom. So you will definitely be supported by our experienced and accredited language instructions for newcomers in Canada instructors. So yeah, don't worry about the practicum, because you will be guided accordingly by our experienced teachers. And once you have completed the practicum, you are, as mentioned earlier, you are definitely will be eligible to apply for the TESOL Canada Professional Standard 1 certification. So that's a good thing about the TESOL program. And this is just one of the many good programs that LCC runs. And right now, I can hand you over to my colleague, Paco, who will share with you a little bit more about the programs that we have. Go ahead, Paco.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. I'm going to explain about our core programs. If you have any questions, feel free to type your questions in the chat, and we will go through your questions after, okay? Okay, so we offer here at LCC 5 programs. One of them is leadership preparation. We also have global tourism, international business management skills, digital marketing and office administration, and professional communication and marketing. Can you go to the next one, Happy? Okay, so the core programs, how it works. Our career core programs will get you working in Canada. You're gonna have a study term and a work term. Okay, so you can choose duration from 48 weeks up to 112. It means you're gonna study for the half of the time. If you choose 48 weeks, you're going to study, your study term is gonna be for 24 weeks, and your work term is gonna be for the rest 24 weeks of your program. During the study term, you need to complete the required diploma programs, and for the work term, you need to get a job, and then you need to put in practicum what you learn in the college. Okay, we also have a duration for 96 weeks and 112. You can combine diplomas. You can combine 2 courses. It can be leadership preparation and digital marketing and office administration. This one means you're gonna study business operations and digital marketing. You can choose from the 5 that we offer. You can choose 2 and combine for 96 weeks or 112. Okay, as I said before, we start from 48 weeks, which is 24 weeks study and 24 weeks work. It starts from $5,105 Canadian, and we have an option for 64, 96, and 112 weeks. For the English requirement, if you wish to study 48 weeks or 96, you need to have a level of English CLB 5 or more. If you wish to study 64 or 112 weeks, you can study this. You can apply to our college with CLB 4 or more. Okay. Next one, Happy. Okay, what you need to do for the student information package, you need to attend our orientation sessions once you enroll to the school. You need to have academic requirements. Every student has to complete 80% of attendance, and you have to complete your assignments. You need to have 70% of the scores by every weekly test. Complete your presentations, assignments, and academic requirements for the elective class that you're taking. You need to additional resources that we have. We have a co-op advisor. 1 month before finishing your studying, you need to contact the co-op coordinator, and he will help you to complete your paperwork before you start working. And even when you're working, you need to complete every month reports. And what you need to know is just prepare for your co-op work term. You're gonna have information after you register to one of our programs, and you just don't worry about this one right now, okay? Now we have a tour about the school, about LCC in Vancouver. Okay, that was a small tour of our school. Here we are located in Vancouver. We only have one campus. Um, we have international students from all over the world. We have students from Japan, Korea, Mexico, Brazil, Ghana. Okay, can you go to the next one, Happy? Okay, we have a few FAQs. If you have any additional questions other than this one, feel free to type in the chat, and we're gonna be very happy to help you. Okay, the level of English required to enroll for the co program. As I said, if you want to study for 48 weeks or 96, you need to have a CLB 5 or more. And if you wish to study for 64 or 112 weeks program, you need to have a CLB 4 or more. Where can you take your English proficiency test? We have an in-house test that you can take. We can give you the link after this session, or you can just Google LCC Vancouver and you can find the test. It's for free and it takes 1 hour to complete it. Okay. After you register to any of our programs, how long does it take to receive the letter of acceptance? It usually takes after we're gonna send you contracts that you need to sign after we have all your paperwork done. It takes around 3 to 5 business days to get it, okay? Will the school help me with my study permit application for the IRCC, Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada? Unfortunately, we don't have any official immigration lawyer here in the college. We're gonna give you all the paperwork that you need from the school, like the letter of acceptance, but you can get professional help with a lawyer, or you can also apply yourself if you feel comfortable. Okay. How long does it take to get the study permit visa? It always depends on the IRCC times, but it usually takes 2 to 3 months to get the study visa, to get an answer from IRCC. Okay, can I get a full refund if my study permit application is rejected? In case your study permit application gets rejected, yes, you can get 100% refund. We're only gonna keep the registration fee, which is 250 for any program, any course. Can I pay tuition in a few installments rather than full tuition? We suggest you, we suggest you to pay in full the tuition, but if you're interested, you can always contact the office. We're gonna give you the information for contact, and you can talk to any of us, okay? What are the start dates for the co-op program? You're gonna start classes every week on Mondays. In case it's a holiday in Canada on Monday, you start on a Tuesday, but you can start every week. And remember that the study permit application takes 2 to 3 months. So make sure to choose a start date in 3 months on a Monday. Okay. Do I need a provincial attestation letter? If it's your first time applying for a study permit, if it's your first time coming to Canada, then yes, you need one of these letters, but don't worry, we can issue this attestation, a provincial attestation letter, sorry. If you have any other questions, you can type it. Are you Prince Vivian?
Thank you. No question.
Okay, no questions. Okay, also, if you, this is
Can you
for
hear me?
co-op.
Hello.
Oh, hi, I can hear you, yes.
Yeah. All right. So, with provincial attestation letter, what are the documents that you will need to apply for that on behalf of the student?
Okay, so before if you want to apply for for any program at LCC, you're gonna have an interview with one of our registrars, and then once your profile is verified, we can issue that. With the registration, we will issue a provincial decision letter and a letter of acceptance.
Okay. All right. And then also about the accommodation, do you provide accommodation services or advice about suitable accommodation for students? And what are the price range of the accommodation facilities that a student can get? Because I've been looking around areas around, as you are around the science world. I've done a lot of research about where the school is located. So usually I saw about Burnaby, and then one other place, Richmond. So which other place do you think is very good for students to stay at, and it's
Okay.
affordable as well?
Okay, for accommodation, we don't offer options for accommodation, but we are very close to the SkyTrain station. It's very easy access. If you find a place in Burnaby or Richmond, it's very easy to get to the school by SkyTrain, maybe around 20 or 30 minutes. But the city has a very good public transportation service that you can get very easy to the school.
All right.
And
Which location will you advise?
okay, so we are located in Vancouver, British Columbia. I will suggest you, if it's better for you, maybe Burnaby.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Or probably, Prince, you can take note of the address that we have for school, and then when you find a place, ask for the address and see how, like the distance. Check that from the Google, see what's the distance like, so you could, shop around a little bit better, knowing what the address of the school is.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So our address
fine.
is 601-333 Terminal Avenue, Vancouver, British Columbia. You can type that on the Google Maps. That's our phone number and our email in case you have any questions.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you so much, Paco. Do we have any more questions from you guys? Those are really good questions, Prince. Thank you.
Yes.
And my
Um,
advice, both for Prince and Vivian, if you have any extra questions, you can reach out to us by the info email. We check it
Okay.
every day, multiple times per day, so that's not a problem. And yes, with the transportation, as Paco said, our system is very, very good. I actually live far away from here. It takes me about an hour, but I don't have to drive. I just take public transit, and it's easy to get here because we're pretty much in the middle of everything. So I wouldn't limit myself to being close to school because it's very normal for people to commute about an hour every day. It's not a big deal. But yeah, look around, and as Happy said, that's a good suggestion. Once you have an idea, you can always check with us, right? And we can give you some feedback, and we can also provide you with some links where you can find some accommodation, but we particularly do not offer any accommodation to our students.
Okay. All right. Then
Mhm.
I'll write to request for the links for the accommodation so that I can start checking out them.
Sounds great. Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, wow, great. That's good to
Yeah,
know,
I thought I
Vivian.
knew Vivian from somewhere. I just wasn't sure. Perfect. And
That
you're
is
not too
great.
far, right? You don't live far from the school, right, Vivian?
Hello.
Hi.
I live in South Surrey. I
Oh,
need to take bus more than 2 hours.
yeah, South
Oh,
Surrey
wow.
is kind of far, yeah. But you're
Yeah.
still making it to school. Are you coming every day?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
must.
No, wonderful. I like that.
I like learn more. Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is awesome. Thanks,
Thank you,
Vivian.
Vivian, for sharing.
Yeah. So Prince and Vivian, I hope that at this point you now have a better reason why you should choose LCC, seeing how our experienced and qualified teachers can help you, have an affordable and quality education. And as to just to emphasize that our prices starts from the $9 per hour. So it's pretty much affordable. Paco also highlighted the flexible hours that we have. So we have full-time, part-time, and evening classes. And as Paco mentioned, our classes starts every Monday unless it's a statutory holiday. Then we could start Tuesday. So location has been mentioned. So it's close to the main street. Honestly, if you Google that, Prince, it's only like 5 minutes walk from the station to the school.
Okay.
So it's really easy. And we bank on our 30 years of experience serving international students and permanent residents and refugees. So yeah, those are the things that you can think about the school. And should you have any more questions, feel free to reach us out.
Okay. That is fine. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you so much for your time, guys.
Thank you for coming, and let us know if you're registering for anything. You might get some prizes.
Yeah, for
Sure.
sure.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you,
Perfect.
guys.
Thank
Okay,
you.
well,
Bye.
thank you. Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.